Hey everyone, this is Once Upon a Game, a variety one-shot role-playing game show facilitated by me today. I'm Adam, but we have two Adams today, so you can call me GM Adam or Dark Lavender Void. Um, yeah, today we're going to be playing a game that I've been working on for the past 2 years and have learned a lot of skills to make this game better. I'm very excited that we're getting to play it today. It's called Mortally Bankrupt, and it's a show about bankrupt mortals who make beautiful things, and it's also about the eldritch horrors who watch them and watch their life almost like it's a reality show. But before we get to more stuff about that, let's meet everybody else. Sam, why don't you go first?
I'm Adam. No,
I'm also Adam.
Yeah, we're just all named Adam today. I'm Sam. You can find me at Passruns on Twitter. You can also find my 10,000 cat pics at Passruns on Twitter if you're so inclined.
Cool. Also, we should bring up our pronouns. I am they, them.
She, her.
He, him.
Okay. And since we've kind of passed it along, other Adam, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm other Adam. I'm at Admiral Duck Sauce on Twitter. I'll answer to Admiral or Duck if that's easier. I'm I don't know, a stream watcher and gamer. I did make a my own Blades hack. It's a book. It's called Glow in the Dark. So that's pretty cool. But I'm really excited. I play tested this like a year or more ago.
Long time ago.
It's crazy fun. I'm really excited to get into it tonight.
There have been so many changes. It's wow. Before we get to that, though.
Yeah.
Exactly. Let's talk a bit about safety stuff, and then we'll talk about some basic role-playing game stuff. And in with some of that, I'm going to tie some of my own ideas in that'll kind of make this game flow a little bit better and just introduce some of my own philosophy. First things first, we are strangers or kind of strangers playing a game together. So I think it's extra important, since we don't know each other super well, to check in on each other's feelings and how we're feeling about the game, because that's the most important part. Like, we're playing a game and the game has rules and stuff like that, but if the rules aren't like if the rules are like doing things that are like not safe for you emotionally, that the game doesn't matter at that point. We matter more than the game as people. We're here to play a game for our own enjoyment, not to play a game to suffer.
Only our characters should be suffering.
Right.
Agreed. Characters should suffer a lot. In addition with that, we have kind of a safety net, which is the X card. In the real world format, you have like an actual like index card that you draw an X on, and you put it up when things are making you feel uncomfortable or emotionally unsafe or things like that. In this context, we're going to either put an X in our Zoom chat, or you can make an X like with your arms, or a tiny one with your fingers, and that's a nonverbal way to communicate to everyone that you just need whatever is going on right now to be replaced with something else. And we're just going to listen to you and trust you on that, because we care about each other more than this game, because the players come first. Are we all good with being vigilant and taking care of each other and communicating and taking care of that?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Then let's move on to some just like good tips for role-playing. Role-playing can be like a super like strenuous, like it's kind of weird because it's like we're make-believing and stuff, but it can be a very emotionally involved activity, and it can actually be like tiring and exhausting. So to sort of help with that, going with like the obvious ideas or the easy ideas, or like role-playing a character who's more like yourself instead of like developing the psyche of someone you don't know in your own head is a better idea, because we have to do this for 3 hours and we need our energy. So yeah, being obvious is a good thing. Another good thing is to like really listen to each other's ideas, because our ideas are like our entire value in this game. Because what we say becomes reality in the fiction of our game. So it's like kind of all it is. So like if somebody's like making a contribution and you're not super cool with it, see how like you can kind of like no but that and shift it to something that you would be into. Also, yes and is just always a good improv technique. Yeah, and my personal shtick about role-playing games is that role-playing games, as we know, are conversations, and the best conversations are started by questions and interest and intrigue. So I believe that asking questions makes for extremely rich role-playing game experiences. Are we all good with that? And do we have any further questions or anything else we want to cover?
No.
Good with that.
Okay, cool. I would like to do some character creation super quickly so that we have as much time to play as possible. If you guys are cool with it, I'm actually going to lightning round your PC creation. So we're just going to like go through and do like a rough draft really quickly. And then we'll come back and like check in on each other's choices and like see if there's anything we want to revise.
Okay.
So let me talk just like a little bit more about what this game is. We're in a world that is sort of like our own, but like a little bit weirder. We could be anywhere on the earth, but it's like as soon as you sort of leave this neighborhood, things aren't the same as our world anymore, and things aren't in the right places. Like you might travel to Australia and you're in Hong Kong right now, but you just like you drive an hour east and suddenly you're in Australia. What's going on? I don't understand. Everything's just weird, and there's the orbits of the planets have been like rearranged in these weird fashions where everything's in a straight line moving through space like an arrow or whatever. It's just constant nonsense, and everything's weird, and there's dark voices at the back of your mind corrupting your personality, and it's just a good old-fashioned nightmare.
That's a very rude way to refer to Eric, by the way.
It sounds like Tuesday, but I think Sam got it.
Okay.
It's right there.
Yep. So that's our world. Now we're going to play interesting people in this world who are watched by the Eldritch Horrors. And we are going to make reality stars. So these Eldritch Horrors kind of have like thought tendrils or like channels of like dark energy that kind of like funnel down from wherever Eldritch Horrors live.
Mm-hmm.
And when they...
New Jersey.
Yep. And when they connect to the earth, it sends like world-changing energy down this way and takes like what's going on back to the Eldritch Horrors so that they can watch what's going on. If a bunch of Eldritch Horrors are like, these people are super interesting, there's like a channel that comes down like this and another one that comes down like this, and then all of it just gets so tangled that it like kind of forms into a bubble. And that bubble is our reality show, and that reality show has power over us and makes us into drama-addicted people that are maybe not doing the best things for each other and just kind of turning us against each other. It's bad. It's a bad time. So that's the world. Let's make some reality stars that are in this world.
All right.
Or did we want to pick our show first?
What are our options?
We have 3 options.
I love
we can either be a band,
okay,
and we can play music.
Mhm.
Not like a specifically rock music either. We can be like an electronic music group
String
or something.
quartet.
Yeah, that
But
too.
if there's only 2 people, it's very avant-garde. You wouldn't understand.
Exactly.
Right. That would be...
Our second choice is foodies, who are like reality show chefs. And our third choice is flippers, who are reality show home renovators. And
I like the third one the least.
cool.
I could go back and forth between foodies and musicians. I like both of those things. So.
I feel it's been a while since I've seen Trading Spaces. So.
Yeah.
Property Brothers. They look like the twins from The Shining grew up.
But I mean, yeah, I mean, I'm good with foodies or musicians. The 2-person band is definitely doable. You can do like a White Stripes thing, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like suddenly really attached to the idea of this like 2-person string quartet.
But there used to be more.
Yeah, we don't know what happened to them. And like, if somebody asks, wait a second, you're a quartet, where are the other 2? We just pretend like we have no idea
2?
what the fuck they're talking about. Yeah. So they're here. They're here.
Also, a band featured prominently in that horror movie Green Room, so that was okay.
I've never seen it, but I'm going to pretend that I understand.
Patrick Stewart is a awful person in that, so watch out.
Oh, okay. All right. I can fuck with that.
I don't know how close that is to what we're going for here, but probably not. But it was about a band.
Oh. Yeah.
But I mean, band is cool. Foodies is cool. I feel like I have definitely seen more food reality shows than band reality shows. So if we want to be
no love and hip hop for you.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know if that's too close to you know your actual life though, Sam.
No, God no, Jesus Christ, no.
Okay.
I can also go with foodies. I've watched The Pioneer Woman. If that's somebody that's a woman who's got elder's tendrils in the back of her brain, very dark-sided. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Well,
I guess one of us has to pick the
GM Adam. I mean, if you have one that's needs to be like play tested more than the other or anything like that, if you want to break it, okay.
One.
I just play tested a group that was foodies, so I want to play test one that's a band.
Okay, so the 2-person string quartet it is.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that sounds like the one we're going for. So I'm going to pick that. Now, all of you, or the 2 of you, need to create your own character sheets, which you should be able to do since you're GMs now.
Okay.
Add character.
My buddy Azo Jibby.
Good God.
Jibby Hendrix. That's the fucking handout. That's not what I wanted to do.
Right.
I know how to use Roll20.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. If I do that, the character sheet.
I'm a player. Totally bankrupt.
We're a star?
I'm a star.
Star.
News to me.
So, click on the star button, and then there should be a glowing star creation thing.
I'm there.
Okay, cool.
Okay, this is pretty slick, by the way. Roll20 is hard to.
Roll20 is hard. It took me literally a year from this month to get to this point.
Jesus.
Roll20 is hard. Yeah.
Could you run down the trope choices real quick, maybe? Like, what are those meant to be?
Yep.
Oh man, there's pop-ups. Look at the hovers. I like.
Also, if you hover over each trope,
I got it. Yeah.
Yep, it'll give you the descriptions. So this is the part where it's going to be the lightning round. I'm going to give you till 25 after the hour to get your characters ready.
All right.
Already halfway there, baby.
Yep. Just do everything on that star creation sheet, and you will be good to go. Meanwhile, I'll set up another page. We've got a neighborhood sheet now. Excellent.
Balaclava is a fashion statement. Very
avant-garde.
Yeah, that's costume jaw piece. Scarf.
The look choices are very good. Which I just realized is conceded because I wrote them. Sorry, not sorry. I love them. Mainly, I just ripped everything from music videos. Let me know when y'all are ready. Well, I guess when it's 25 after, then I'll say, stop, 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 or something like that. Hello, chat. How are you doing?
Oh, yes, there is a chat, isn't there?
Feeling eldritch today? Enjoying that song I wrote for you? Your soul happiness? Okay. It is 25 after. Where are we at?
I got 2 text fields left.
Perfect.
I'm done.
Marvelous.
Fast at typing.
I'm very fast. I'm a millennial baby. Like,
same.
My mother mocked me when I was 12 years old for not being able to type. Now I'm a god. This is also my character backstory. No. Do you want me to just like start talking while Adam 2 the sequel is so I'm playing Nazrin Che, the indie, aka this pop-up menu is irritating. An over-the-top artist. My hometown is a simulation. What does that mean? I don't know. My day job is blue collar. My vice is brainwashing. The purveyor of that vice, I typed in a woman with a tilting table and a bucket of water. You can convince people of a lot of things with those. The weird thing about my hometown is that Jupiter rises in the north every morning. My occupation is I play the viola. You're welcome. My fashion is fashion jewelry. I'm thinking like big headpieces and like big chunky chokers and bangles all up the arms. Just like if there's visible skin, it is probably covered in jewelry. Then ruffles from hell and a headscarf. I was thinking either like a fashion hijab or just like a turban when I'm feeling casual, when Nasrin's feeling casual. Yeah. So that
sounds amazing. I love it.
Yeah. Nice.
What you got?
I've got the Woo. I'm a Jackie Jacques, or JJ for short. I don't know if he or she yet. I'm still kind of feeling it out. I'm a Woo. My hometown is derelict. I am a criminal. My day job, I'm not sure if that's going to mesh well, but I feel like yes. I feel like we can probably make that work. My vice is weird fashion, purveyed by Madam Jonathan of Off the Shoulder Productions. My fashion, rhinestone claws, ruffles from hell, and face paint. I'm thinking like Ultimate Warrior style.
Ooh.
I'm gonna Google that.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google that too.
Oh yeah, he's a wrestler from the 80s. He's pretty great. Yeah.
Google
oh my goodness, that's extremely 80s. That is the most 80s shit I've seen in a long time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
okay. So we're both ruffled from hell.
Yeah, is that a symbol of your string quartet?
Yeah, yeah, maybe so. Yeah, I saw it. I gravitated toward it. Yeah, I think that could be our almost not uniform exactly, but our shtick. As a two-person quartet.
Floating on a cloud of ruffles. I'm thinking like the Prince cravats.
Yes.
Yes.
Like Elizabethan ruffs, Prince cravats, big like sleeve, like dangling sleeve.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, those also ruffs? I'm not sure.
No.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
My hometown thing was swarms of telepathic cicadas every 2 years.
Every 2.
Oh,
yeah.
Not every 7.
No.
No. They're not fucking around. They're not underground there.
No, they need your thoughts every 2 years apparently.
Goodness.
Gross. That's mad gross. I like it.
Yeah. So how did you two start the quartet?
I feel like the other
I stole your viola, and when you tracked it down, I actually knew how to play it.
Okay, like the fiddle game. It was a fiddle game, except my viola was a fiddle. You needed a fiddle real fast, and I was like sitting at a sidewalk cafe. You just like casually picked it up, and I casually noticed and casually followed you, intending to like break your hands.
Right.
But then like I watched you do the fiddle game on another restaurant owner, and I was like, okay, maybe I won't break this person's hands.
Yeah, maybe like, would you like to make more money? Probably more legal money, but not less,
that legal.
Less money, but legal. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. I like the idea that like we do the fiddle game on the weekends.
Love that.
Just for giggles.
I
hope everybody knows what the fiddle game is.
I don't. So explain.
Fiddle game. Okay, so this is a classic con. A poor looking person goes into a restaurant with nothing but their fiddle. They eat a meal. They say that they cannot pay for it, but they'll like leave their violin as collateral while they go get money. Then the second person in the con, who's well dressed, elegant, looks cultured, comes in and like sees his fiddle and goes like, "Oh my god, this is a fucking Stradivarius! Holy shit!" And I forget the punchline to the con, but fuck, I'm a bad con artist.
Well, that's why we only, maybe we don't do it on the weekends.
We do it like on the Thursday lunch rush. Yeah. But the point is, like, we walk out with $500 and they're left with a worthless violin. Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. So we have 2 hometowns from each of you. I'm testing out a like game thing this time that's new to this playtest, where we are in one of your hometowns, but we have to decide which one. So reintroduce your hometowns to each other, and then we're going to decide which one would be more interesting to play our game in.
My hometown was the derelict one. It was a wasteland of urban decay where it has the swarms of telepathic cicadas every 2 years. It's a nice place.
I bet. And mine was a simulation of false reality where Jupiter rises in the north along with the sun.
Cool.
Do you like the simulation part of that?
Yeah. Do you live in some kind of like planetarium? Oh, what are those called? They're popular in cyberpunk, and they're big buildings where people live in.
Arcology.
Yes.
Do you live in a planetarium arcology?
I was just picturing sort of like the Matrix, but I can fuck. No, I think it is actual literal Jupiter that rises in the north, stays there for a week, and then sets for 2 days and then rises again. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. A pocket of reality, a simulated pocket dimension. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Gotcha.
Do people rent this out for like conference space? Like
yes,
this
conference calls. No. Conferences, conventions. They do conventions, black tie events. weddings, photo shoots, and also people live there. It's a little like Disneyland, except the main attraction is mostly Jupiter. Disneyland meets a convention center in like a small American city. Yeah.
And Jupiter it's not some like fairly large like star in the sky. It's like you see like this huge like ball rising
like it
out.
dominates the horizon.
Yeah.
Also somehow there's kind of a sun, but
yeah. I'm also imagining like there's no like nitrogen in the imagined atmosphere here, so you just like see like the dark starry night, and there's just like no blue even when the sun's out.
That's dope. Yeah.
So the sun isn't like sort of like yellow tinted, it's just like bright white, and then like there's the dark sky of the void, and there's just Jupiter.
It's very Pinterest friendly.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
there's like
I like it.
Yeah, there's like little lines connecting some of the stars
for the aesthetic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an extremely extra place to live.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. So on the other side, you live in a ghost city thing with like these telepathic cicadas. Is this like some big urban cityscape that used to be occupied and busy and stuff, but now like all of the buildings have been like demolished and fallen in, and now there's these cicadas that overrun everything? Or what are you thinking?
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely a crumbling. It has the feeling of like a once greatness, but no one can remember when it was actually great. Maybe the cicadas know, but they're not telling anyone.
Mm-hmm.
It's a one way deal.
Yeah. Like if you stay there, maybe I moved out because maybe if you live there too long and you start just seeing like, did you see the movie, I think Mimic, where the bugs looked like people in trench coats?
No, that sounds mad weird.
Yeah. I feel like it was a Mira Sorvino movie, but I kind of think in that it's like Dark City plus like apocalyptic wasteland city, trash fires, rundown cars, like belching smoke. Like nobody has an actual job there. It's just it's full of people who want to get out and they can't. There might be walls. Maybe sometimes people get out and you just don't hear from them again. It's just very like that kind of depressing everywhere in like cyberpunk that's not in a city.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Or like the undercities in cyberpunk.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, yeah. I'm thinking like the Fifth Element right now.
But way dirtier. Like there's no budget for their neon budget is 0.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Well, we can't have that. Ugh. How dare you call yourself cyberpunk if you don't have at least one neon sign in Japanese?
With Eric in chat, the New Jersey of cyberpunk is completely accurate. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Which of these hometowns are we interested in playing our string quartet in?
Sam's, for sure.
Yeah.
Garbage fire.
Oh yeah.
Sam's made a pretty place.
Yeah.
It may be just as soulless.
Europe pretty. It's Instagram pretty.
It is.
Every month or so, somebody changes the filter. Right now, it's sort of orange.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to open up the neighborhood. I'm going to make a neighborhood, and your neighborhood's type is a simulation.
Yes.
So we are playing in a simulation.
Yes.
When you make a neighborhood sheet, each one comes with 4 different questions. The first one is, what's the climate or geography here?
Okay.
My first inclination is there kind of isn't one because it's too, or it's like simulated.
The climate is perfect. That's what the climate is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to write perfect. And the geography is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Euclidean.
Artificial. Yeah. Cool. Other Adam, are you good with that?
Oh yeah, it makes sense. So yeah, it should be. Yeah.
Okay.
Going by like the middle of the road, like obvious answer here is that it's
yeah
perfectly controlled.
Perfect. The second question is, how do people live here?
Perfectly. No. I don't know. Adam 2.
Yeah. Does everybody have an assigned role? Is it one of those kind of places?
Yeah, I think so.
That's what I was thinking too. Like
when I said Disneyland, like there.
Yeah.
Except it's not like people. Iconic characters. It's like the grocer, the photographer.
Truman Show-ish, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
According to strictly proscribed roles.
It's like Gattaca Truman Show. Like maybe your genetic tests determine you're going to be a grocer, just like your father, just like your grandfather, just like your great-great-grandfather. You're welcome.
Yeah, exactly.
You are a genetically perfect mailman.
So perfectly following that, what quietly poisons this place?
Control? Is that something?
Yeah, I think so. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. If we've made the perfect paradise for your perfect Instagram wedding, oh God, are we a wedding quartet?
Yeah.
I don't want to limit us to just that, but we can start there for sure.
Yeah. So, we play. Okay.
Yeah. When we fill in our show, we have to pick like a gimmick or something. And our gimmick can be that we start out as like specifically being a wedding string quartet.
Band reality shows and wedding reality shows mesh together so well. Oh, I love that. That's
Yeah. Jesus. Fucking Bronson. Oh.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I don't watch reality TV. I've watched like 6 seasons of RuPaul's Drag Race, and that's it. And a lot of Trading Spaces when I was little. Okay, so what's weird?
Oh man,
the space thing.
Yeah,
that's weird.
Yeah. Like, what if this place is just like in orbit around Jupiter? Like you go, you drive down the road, a certain road, and like you emerge into this pocket dimension that's orbiting around Jupiter.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am all for this.
Fucking outer space, yo.
I agree with this so much. Okay. Since we've answered that, let's maybe bounce back to the reality show. And we can fill in that premise. Are we still like really?
Oh no. Okay, I'm the GM now.
I've unfrozen.
They're back.
Okay.
You can't usurp me. My authority. No. What I was asking was, are we still super excited about the wedding?
Yes.
Idea. Okay, perfect. Then I'm going to put it down because I'm also really excited about it.
I'm ready for like some trashy rude brides.
Mm-hmm. Wedding string quartet.
2 people.
I'm going to type that in too. 2 people.
What instrument does your character play, Other Adam?
What are the choices in a string quartet?
There's 2
I'm a drummer, so
a violist, and a cellist.
Okay. Which is one of them considered more barbaric than the others? Because that one.
You're the cellist.
Okay. Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So we don't even, that's the thing, we're a really shitty string quartet. We don't even have violinists. We knocked off the violinist.
We're a viola and a cello.
It's just
and a
kind of sounds familiar, but I feel like it's missing something. Yeah.
It's like you just took everything down one octave, and yep.
Yeah. No,
Sounds
it's
like,
Shostakovich. You wouldn't understand.
Yeah. Tonight we will be playing Schoenberg and other music that doesn't make any sense.
John Cage, 433. Weird. Genre weird.
Yep.
Yeah?
So what I was about to say was, so like in Blades you have like hunting grounds for like being thieves or whatever. In this game, depending on your show type, like if you're a band, you have a genre of music that you stay within. Or if you're doing houses, you do like a specific thing with those houses, like you only clear them of ghosts, or you only, exactly, or you only loot them. Yeah.
Sorry, that's a loud joke.
I know that feeling so well. I support this. This is good. Perfect.
Okay, carry on.
Okay. So we're kind of done with show creation, neighborhood creation, and are your stars all good to go?
Yeah,
Just
mine's all filled out.
I thought so.
I think so. I can't make my person's name on the little sidebar thing correct, but I guess it's not a big deal.
I can. Can I do that?
Sorry, everybody's housekeeping stuff.
It's all good.
Doc. Yeah, I've got it. I've got it. I fixed it.
Did I reload? Oh,
I fixed it.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
There we go.
Just looked at chat again, and the chat's getting weird. This is exactly what my design goals are.
All right. All right.
There's mind control stuff. Yep.
I'm into that. Che's into that.
Yep.
I got a bucket of water.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy.
Anyway, that reality show.
Yeah.
I think for simplicity's sake, I think JJ will be a he, him. Just be just a little more streamlined that way.
Okay. So one more thing is there's still some like character creation stuff to do, but the way that I like to do it in this game is because of the choices that you've made on this sheet, there's like placeholder character creation stuff that we just put there, and we fill it in as we go along, and it's Blades, so we can just flash back to stuff. And
yeah. Also, for what it's worth, I have played Blades. I'm not a babe in the woods. I played before.
And I know from
played
G Plus that other Adam has also played before, and I know because same. That's where we are for right now.
A writhing mass of completely transparent darkness. Mood. Looking at big mood.
Exactly.
Same hat.
Eric, I'm going to psychically commune with Eric stream. Eric, are we ready for our first? Are we ready for our first break? So, and we can think of things as during our first break, and then we can continue from there.
Okay.
Sound good? Okay, perfect. Let's take our first break, and then we will come back, and I'm going to start this game up.
Sweet.
Dope.